Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. A very good morning and Dajahao. It's a real pleasure being here, and I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Yang Wang, Mr. Wong, Mr. Mustafa, Haider Syed, Dr. Arfa Iqbal. Something that we cherish and hold very dear is, in my eyes, a very valuable inheritance. Something that has been passed on to us from our past generations, from our elders, in the form of an unbreakable bond. And any inheritance which cannot be valued, which is beyond value, which is beyond words, is something that we guard, we protect very jealously, and something that we cherish and hold very dear. And that is my dear friend's Pak-China friendship, which really means a great deal to us. I can take you back, as Mr. Mustafa rightly pointed out, that we've had a very close liaison with the International Department of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of China. And this journey has been going on for almost 16 years now. So China is a second home to us, as Pakistan is a second home to you. I've been going to China as part of the exchanges, and I've learned a lot. Today I stand here as a federal minister, but I can tell you that in my learning, in my growth, the exchanges that we've had with China have had a great role to play. And if I'm standing here, there's a great contribution of that exchange program with China, which has really, really helped me throughout my career. And, you know, from Beijing to Chengdu, from Jilin to Guangzhou, we've been all over China, and we've not only learned a great deal, but we've learned about the uniqueness of this friendship. When we say that this friendship is an all-weather friendship, when we say that it's time-tested, what does that mean? It essentially means that we've been there for each other in good times and bad times. As they say, a friend in need is a friend indeed. So, ups and downs of history, and throughout the different tenures, this is something which has remained constant, which has seen no change. In fact, we've seen this friendship grow stronger as time has passed by. And I, for one, am witness to how this friendship has transformed. And I always remember my mother telling me a story as a young schoolgirl when Chu Enlai visited Pakistan, and amongst other school children on the streets of Islamabad, she was there holding the Chinese flag and welcoming Mr. Chu Enlai to Pakistan. So this is something that we've grown up with. This is something that is part of our culture, our heritage. And as I see the contemporary times, we've seen that in recent times, our younger generation has also had a great deal of learning with regard to this friendship. So my gratitude to you, Mr. Yang, to the Chinese mission in Islamabad, to your great leadership, to His Excellency President Xi, to Premier Lee, who've been so considerate when it comes to Pakistan. And climate change is a global phenomenon. We've suffered the devastating consequences of climate change. Pakistan contributes less than 1% of carbon emissions globally. But when it comes to suffering the devastating consequences, we're in the top 10 countries who are suffering from climate change. So my heartfelt gratitude for helping us out in this time when we had devastating floods and our population was suffering in different parts of Pakistan, especially in Punjab. And these names that are written here, these are very familiar names because these are companies who have contributed a great deal to Pakistan. And when Dr. Arfa Iqbal was in China, she knows that we visited most of them during her tenure when she was heading the Trade and Commerce Office in the embassy in Beijing. And as I say that these are no strangers. as part of the corporate social responsibility, they've gone one step ahead because they know that this bond, this friendship is unbreakable. And this is something which we remain grateful for. And I would also like to highlight that whenever we've been faced with such dire situation, China has always reached out, China has always been there, and China is a friend that we can always count on, a reliable friend. And when we talk about friendship, the uniqueness of this friendship is that when we say iron brothers, this is a term that is unique between China and Pakistan. And I think time has proven that we are in fact iron brothers and sisters, because now we see people collaborating further, we see people-to-people exchanges, we see cultural exchanges, we see that the Chinese culture is now embedded in the Pakistani culture, and we've come closer than we were before. On behalf of the government of Pakistan, thank you very much for all this contribution and for always being there for Pakistan. And I assure you that whatever we can do in our humble capacity, we will always be there for China and for our Chinese friends. Pakistan, Cheen, Dosti, Zindabad. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.